Hi, I'm Vega and Martin. I work for the City of Burlingame. I've been here 13 years, and I'm the administrative assistant too. In Vermont systems, RecTrac, I use registration, I open accounts, I pay balances, I use the calendar, the picnic for fields, and uses such as that. We started using Vermont systems about 3 years ago. Prior to that, we used more of a spreadsheet. Unfortunately, only took care of registrations. Field use and picnic areas were on a separate calendar, and originally when I arrived here, they were using a binder, and each week was a separate page. It was pretty archaic, so I said, let's put this on an Outlook calendar, and we used that, but we'd have to go to 3 different sources for information. Once we went with RecTrac, it's an all-in-one, and it's made my life much easier. I've used several other types of systems where I had to learn something new. And even at my age, this was a simple, easy system to learn. It's very intuitive, it makes a lot of sense, and it was easy to navigate and is something that I would encourage people to look into using. It integrates all the information that we need at the touch of a finger, and you don't need to go further than the information that it brings up to you. It's really made such a difference here in the city of Burlingame that I can't speak highly enough about it. The overall support from Vermont Systems with the system that we learned has been incredible. First, when you're learning it, they have the demo that we use to practice on. It's like a sandbox that you play in, and you don't have to worry about making any kind of errors. You can also refer back to it when you're not sure of how to do something. You can pull up the demo and practice on that. Also, when we've had to call for support, when I've made a few errors, they've been very good at helping us. They're very patient. They walk us through how we can do it in the future, and it's been a great help. One time when we were out of balance and we couldn't figure out where the money went, we were able to call Vermont Systems. They were able to look up all the information about the client, and they were able to figure out what went wrong and where it had been misplaced. They helped us solve the problem, and the finance department was very happy with the outcome. Prior to switching over to Vermont Systems, our patrons were unable to make payments that were due on their accounts. The old system was more like a spreadsheet and didn't have all the individual needs that we as a city needed for the things that we do. It's made it easier for them to get an email telling them the exact steps for them to use on their site, which is called RecTrac, and they're able to easily make payments, register for classes, request picnic areas and fields, and it's just made everything all in one. Since we migrated to Vermont Systems RecTrac, we can easily keep track of the needs of the community. Prior to their use of this system, on the first day of registration, we would have to have extra staff on hand for the phone calls that we got with people unable to register, registering just by phone, and just being very frustrated. With this new system, they know at 8 o'clock they can go onto their accounts, register problem-free, and ease up on my life on those days. With the RecTrac system, we're able to better utilize the use by individuals to check to see, is the tennis court available right now? Is the field open? Where can I go to catch a tennis court that isn't in use? They're able to see that when they're sitting at their computer to see what is available for them without having to call us to make us look it up. RecTrac has made it so much easier to pull reports showing how many people are in and out of the building. We have a teen scene that keeps track of the teens using the facility. We have seniors who get passes, and we're able to determine which classes they're participating in so that we can better give numbers for which are more popular. And we have fitness passes. The fitness pass can track what classes they're taking so that the instructor can get paid, and it shows them the value of the pass. RecTrac has made a huge difference in my life where I am. I sit at the front desk to help people, and it's easy for them to use. When they have questions, I can look things up on their accounts. When they want to do a transfer or maybe get a credit back, it's right there. Everything I need is right at my fingertips.